Thursday, May 6th, you guys will be able to find the arc length of a circle. So length of an arc is a portion of the circumference. So we have the circumference. What was the formula for circumference? 2 times pi times r, right? Or pi times diameter. Yes, Kelly?
Why are you printing the notes singularly this time again?
Say that again?
Why are you printing the notes singularly this time?
Because Mr. Costle was really behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Busyness of soccer season and end of the year really got to Mr. Costle. So, yes. And math teachers were always behind, of course. Okay? All right, the formula for arc length, I'm actually going to change up what it says here because I don't like the way it's worded. So we're going to call it this. I'm going to call it AL for arc length, okay? Or if you want, you just call it L, okay, for length, okay? So it's going to be arc length or length, okay? And it's going to be equal to M, the measure of the arc, divided by 360 times the circumference. So I'm going to change that to M, being the degree measure of the arc.
So you're just finding the percentage of the circle that's taking up this.
That's actually exactly what's happening here mathematically, okay? Is we're going to say, hey, how big is this arc degree-wise? Divide that by 360. That's going to give us the amount of the circle we're using. Just like Max said, I actually love that you caught on to that so quickly. That's awesome. So here in this first example, we're going to say the length of the arc, this bolded arc specifically, is going to be 107 degrees divided by 360. Thanks, Aaron. Times our circumference, which is going to be 2 times pi times 6, the radius. So, questions on the setup of this. So what we're saying is, hey, if the whole circumference is 2 times pi times r, the whole way around the circle, we just want a little sliver of it. Well, how much of the sliver do we want? How much of the circle do we want? We want 107 of the 360 degrees. That's the portion we want. Does that make sense to us mathematically or no?
107 360s.
Yes.
So it's like you only want like that much of pizza.
Yeah. Essentially, how much of the pizza do you want? I mean, I would actually want all of it, of course, but...
Dude, I could eat an entire pizza.
Yes.
I could eat an
You
entire
right?
large pizza
All right.
by myself.
Okay, let's dial back our voices again. Okay? Calculators can be handy here if you don't have your own. Okay? So, I would suggest that. We can multiply really this entire denominator together because we really could put this 2 pi 6 over 1 if you want, right? You can put anything over 1. And you can multiply straight across. 107 times 2 times 6. And if you want, you can multiply that by pi as well right now. Or you can just say it's 1,284 pi divided by 360.
Whoa, where'd you...
So I got 1,284 by multiplying 107 times 2 times 6.
How'd you get that in
What
like
about
2 seconds?
pi?
Is that written down? I already did this.
4,033.
Like 60 now.
Believe it or not, teachers don't
Shouldn't you
tell
do
it, it's
107
like winging
divided by
it.
360 first?
Yeah.
They have most of their stuff.
Yeah. Like the only part I wronged today was the fact that I had to go print these notes.
Dude, I imagine that they just memorize.
Which is way more than I normally have wrong.
They just memorize everything.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you do 107 divided by 360 first?
If you want to, you can. However you want to type this in your calculator, you can. Okay? So, take 1284 times pi divided by 360, and we get approximately 11 point, let's go to the nearest hundredth today, because it says that. 0.21 meters. Thank you, Kelly. Approximately 11.21 meters.
A meter's a pizza.
Questions on that? Okay. So the entire circumference would have been 2 pi r, would have been 12 pi. Okay. The entire circumference would have been 12 pi, which would be approximately 37 meters. Okay. So we just wanted 11.21 of those meters. Does that make any more sense or no? I want the concept to make sense to us. Ireland, you seem confused.
No,
Okay, you made a face.
Where's the pi button?
She always
Yeah.
makes a face.
But then she says she doesn't.
This is
You made a
fire
face this
pizza.
side. You,
I didn't.
She makes a face.
okay. I'm going to push you on the ground again. Okay. So, I want somebody else to set up this next problem.
That's a lot of pizza.
I wish. Liam, go ahead.
38 over 360 times 15 pi. No. Yeah, 15 pi 2. 215 pi.
I mean, I guess you could do it anyway. Because it's multiplication, so it can be done in a different order. We would normally be comfortable with 2 pi parentheses 15. Yes?
Couldn't we just like divide and then do the circumference?
Yes.
Okay. Because that's 500.
Mm-hmm. So I like to just think of it as multiplying the entire numerator together. But however you guys think about it, it's fine to me. Multiply 38 times 15 times 2. You end up getting 1,140 pi divided by 360. What's this end up being approximately to the nearest hundredth?
9.95 inches.
Yeah, 9.95 inches approximately. One thing, we didn't want the entire circumference, we just wanted a portion of it.
9.95.
In dot. Okay.
Questions on that? Okay. Number 3, can somebody help me set this one up? Aiden.
You take 260 minus 6 from 142.
Good catch.
And that is 218.
So the actual arc we want has a measure of 218 degrees. Did we catch that?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we catch it now that we see it?
Yes, because it's bolded.
Okay. It's what's bolded here. This arc is bolded. This is 142 degrees, leaving this to be the remainder of the circle, 218 degrees. Tricky, right? Aiden caught that though, so Aiden, go ahead, keep going.
280, so then you put the 218 from the 360 multiplied by 2 pi.
Very good. Not squared, no. Any questions on that? Okay. Multiply straight across if you want. I actually want you guys to go and finish this one off. What did you get?
I got 15.22.
I would agree. 15.22 centimeters is what it approximately is. The in-between step there that I have is 1,744 pi divided by 360. Any questions on that one?
Nope.
I want you guys to try number 4 completely on your own. When you have questions, raise your hand. All right, number 4. So the actual arc we want has a measure of what? 72 degrees. So you take 72 divided by 360 times 2 times pi times 9.5. Please don't die.
Too bad.
I'd have to do like paperwork and stuff, and no thank you.
You do?
Okay?
Because I'm dying.
I mean, probably I'd have to fill out some sort of report for somebody dying in my classroom.
Also, it might be a
I
little
mean,
because
I'm dying in this
It
It was an accident.
Maybe it was at the beginning of the year. What?
He dies and then he gets scared. And he
That's true. That'd be less paperwork probably.
Oh, that means you have to die.
Well, then they have to do contact tracing. All right. So this ends up being 1,368 pi over 360. I just thought of like Kevin from The Office, like when he can only do math in terms of pies. Oh, I'll just show that clip in a moment. All right, 11.94 feet.
That was bad.
I'm just going to start answering.
Okay. Yes, I'll show the clip later.
Oh, you have to.
Okay.
No, please don't.
If E to B is equal to 15 centimeters, find the length of arc CD. Go ahead and do this one.
Done.
What? Which one?
5.
Done.
All right. If E to B is 15 centimeters, find the length of C to D. Well, the radius then is 15 centimeters. We want C to D, so we need to know that arc measure before we know the arc length. The arc measure is going to be what?
112.
112 degrees. How do we get that?
Subtract that. 68 from.
Yeah, subtract 68 from 180 because this forms a semicircle here from B to C to D. So we take 112 divided by 360 times by 2 times pi times 15. That ends up being 3,360 pi divided by 360. That's approximately 29.32 centimeters.
Easy.
Question on that?
I mean, moderately difficult.
Yes.
How do you buckle your belt if there's no holes in it?
Oh, you don't.
This one is so it's more like a golf style belt, so it slides through and it holds friction on it.
Okay, but why is that smart?
Bronson kids know.
This is like the weirdest. I never had that question in class before.
You had it out of class?
I think so.
So you play golf?
No. Because they're stylish and they're nice.
Do you wear that shirt to golf?
I don't golf, so by extension, no.
Why should I be on the golf that?
Okay.
I never used to understand why people golf, but now I understand why they golf. But if you watch golfing, I don't understand.
Oh,
at
that's
all.
just like.
I can understand why you golf. You get away from people. That sounds pretty great.
Yeah, but like, yeah, that's why I said I understood what I golf.
Yeah.
But if you golf,
Yeah, you got this.
Okay.
Yeah, like mom, dad.
So guys, here's what I want. Here's what I want. Okay. We have problems 6 through 10 and 11 and 12. I want you guys to do 3 problems from 6 through 10 and either 11 or 12. I want you to do 3 of the problems from 6 through 10 and either 11 and 12. Show them to me once you have them done, or you can do them one at a time if you want, and then I'll give you the homework. So if you've done 3 problems from 6 through 10 and either 11 or 12, I'll give you the homework when you're done.
Wait, so if we don't do that,
Then you don't get the homework.
then I don't get homework?
And you get a 0 for it.